What's up, guys? We're here with another supplement review, and today we're going to be trying Bucked Up Energy. This is by DAS Labs. I've never tried any of their products before, so this will be a first for me. So I'm going to run through what they have in this can right here, and then I'm going to give you a review on taste and how it helps my performance. So in this can right here, we don't have specific dosages for each of their performance-enhancing compounds, but we do have a list of those compounds. First is caffeine. Obviously, almost every pre-workout has caffeine in it. Every energy drink has caffeine in it. This, we're doing 300 milligrams, which is about the same as a Bang or a Reign will have 300. Some pre-workouts have a little more, some have a little less. So this puts you right in the middle. We've got beta-alanine. We don't have a dosage on the beta-alanine. Typically, you're around 3.5 grams. And if you've ever taken any pre-workouts, the majority of them also have beta-alanine, and that'll increase your endurance, your strength, and your recovery. For other ingredients, we have what is called dynamine, and dynamine is like a mental stimulant where you're not getting the systemic effects that you get from caffeine, so you won't get jittery, you won't get the increase in blood pressure or heart rate, but you will get like the mental focus, motivation, clarity, and just that, that little pep in your step. So for the next supplement they have in here, it's theocrine. And there's been a bunch of research done on this, and it's very similar structurally to caffeine. There's just a little bit of differences in the bonding. So it works very, very much like caffeine, except for, again, it doesn't really give you much of the systemic effects. It gives you the increased motivation, focus, and generalized energy. And the good thing about this supplement is that it typically peaks around 1.5 to 2 hours. So that when you're getting a typical pre-workout where your caffeine kind of cranks out around 40 minutes or so and it stops wearing off, this will actually start to peak right when the caffeine's starting to wear off. So like you'll be getting a ramp up effect, which is awesome because then it will offset the falling off of the caffeine. So I actually really like this. There's been a lot of research on this supplement, and it's so far it seemed to work pretty good for athletes. We also have this stuff that they call alpha size in here. Now what alpha size is a synthetic acetylcholine booster. And for those of you that don't know what acetylcholine is a neurotransmitter. So it's basically sending all the impulses from your brain to the rest of your body. And what this alpha size is doing is synthetically increasing that, so you're basically not getting neuro burnout. I've never used this product before, but I have read some things about it, and people say that it helps with your endurance and your focus and your mental clarity. So I'm going to let you know if I agree with that. We also have Korean ginseng. Now, I don't actually know the difference between Korean ginseng and American ginseng and Siberian ginseng. There's 3 different kinds, and most of the research doesn't really distinguish the difference between them, but from what I've read up on Korean ginseng, it can help with heart health. It can be used to supplement with diabetes to lower your blood sugar or stabilize your blood sugar levels. But what we're talking about now for fitness, it's an antioxidant, and it's also been shown to increase strength, endurance, and speed with some athletes in some studies, in some peer-reviewed studies. So that's very interesting because I actually was not familiar with this product before, and I did a quick PubMed search, and I found a bunch of studies that there are some studies that say it doesn't work, but you'll always find that in studies. But there were a handful of studies that showed it increased strength, it increased endurance, it increased agility and speed. So that's definitely a very positive. And lastly, we have deer antler velvet. And now you might have heard about this. There's claims that it'll increase your IGF-1. There's claims that it'll increase your HGH. I think it's been banned in like the MLB or some pro leagues. And honestly, I'm kind of skeptical about that. I've read a bunch of research papers, I've looked through a bunch of research on this, and there hasn't been anything that's definitively proved its effectiveness. There's been some studies that show it works in some stuff, but nothing that says it increases HGH or IGF-1 or anything fitness related. So I don't really know about that, but hey, it's a marketing thing, and if it gets more people to try your product, go for it. All right, and so today we were trying the Rocket Pop flavor. Rocket Pop, which I assume is supposed to be flavored like the popsicles you get off the ice cream truck when you were a kid. So I'm gonna crack it open and let you know how it tastes. Wow, that's actually really good. It tastes exactly like a popsicle. Actually, if it was a little bit colder, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference between that and a popsicle. So I would actually rate that. That's probably one of my favorite tasting energy drinks. I would say that's like 9.1, 9.2. A 9.2, I will give that on taste. So now I'm gonna go down to the beach and get a workout in at Muscle Beach down here in Miami Beach. I'm gonna finish this up, walk over there, and then I'm gonna get back to you and let you know how it affected my performance, how my pump was, how my energy was, how my motivation was, and then I'll get back to you guys and let you know. On the bucked up, I'm feeling pretty good. Energy levels are good. I got a nice little pump. I haven't felt any drop off yet from the caffeine or the tea cream, so I might hit some pull-ups right now and keep it going. All right, for performance, I'm only giving this a 6.3, and that's not to say it was bad. I just didn't notice any real performance enhancement. I didn't notice any pumps, any extra vascularity, any increases in strength or endurance. So I'm going to give it a 6.3. I'd say it's above average, but it's nothing outstanding. All right, so for Bucked Up Energy, here's our summary. The taste, it was great. I gave it a 9.2. It was probably one of my favorite energy drinks I've tasted so far. The energy profile, I gave that an 8.1. I also thought that was great. I didn't get any jitters or any of the insane energy that you get when you load up on caffeine, but I did get like a sustained long energy burn that even now it's about 3 hours after my workout and I'm still feeling, I don't have any fatigue, so I feel pretty good. As for performance, I only gave it a 6.3. Like I mentioned, it just didn't really increase my performance at all outside of the energy. So I think it's a slightly above average, but nothing special. All right, so overall we gave Bucked Up Energy a 7.9. I think it's a great tasting energy drink and it gives you a nice long sustained energy burn. I don't particularly recommend it as a pre-workout supplement, but definitely as an energy supplement if you're tired, if you have class, if you have work, basically as an energy drink, and that's kind of how they formulated this one. So as an energy drink, I definitely think it's good. I don't think it's great as a pre-workout supplement.